Oh, crap, not coffee. I'll go refill that then.
Here's Jason.
All right.
Morning.
Morning, it's Jason.
I think we're good, Zach. Go ahead. I'm recording this too, Jason, so we can put it on YouTube for you to look at.
Okay, good. Here, Gary just walked in. Are you busy, Gary? Okay. If you want to sit down, I have Ben and Zach on the line. I had just emailed them. Ben reached out to follow up how we were doing. I said the data entry part's going good, but I said about still using multiple filters. So I just want to talk about that. Hold on.
Quick power that thing down and make sure everything.
Yep. All right. So I have Gary here with me.
Okay.
And Gary, let me just at least pull up the desktop version here. I think I'm still logged in from earlier. I'll be right back, guys. Bye,
Okay.
Okay. How do we go about making multiple filters, or you want to wait for Jason to come back?
Let's wait for Jason, and then we can go over it.
Okay. He just went down to turn the machine off.
No problem.
So what's up for the weekend? Rain, huh?
Yep. For me, it's rain and kitchen cabinetry and all that fun stuff. So.
Hey, that's neat. Kitchen cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
You pulling them out and changing them, or just refacing
Well,
them?
we're past few weeks we've been basically swapping out the whole kitchen. So you know, now we're down to painting and finishing up the countertops and painting all the doors and you know, tying it all up. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole weekend right there.
Yes, it takes some time.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go over this while we're waiting for Jason? It seems like he's going to be away for a couple minutes here.
Excuse me?
Do you want to go over the
Hey guys,
report filter?
I got yet another call, so can you keep going without me?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, thanks.
So, you want to go over?
Sure. So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So this is just the all reports screen. I've just selected the work orders type and the employee efficiency report here.
Wait a minute, I don't think I can see your screen, and Jason just came back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I have control of the screen.
Can you see my screen, though?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, so I should just minimize this, probably. Hold on.
Probably.
All right. Yep, we're good.
Okay, so you can see I have work orders selected and employee efficiency report selected.
And then you go back to, I'm not sure where you started, how you got into there. So you just, oh, under reports. Okay.
Yep, reports, all reports.
Okay.
And then I just came down and selected work orders and then employee efficiency report.
Okay.
Okay, so now I can click report, and we'll see we have all this information in here. Now I can click on the filters button here, and in here we have a few different filters. So let's delete some of the extra ones. So for example, over here, any field you see on the report you can select here. So let's just select employee, and then the next one we can select is operation. So we'll just say equal to Jason, because I saw a couple records in there for you. And then here we have production code. So here I can do is greater than. So let's say I want to look at any production code greater than 305. So essentially I just type that value in and press save. Okay, now I have two filters set up. If I click on report view, okay, you can see we came back over here. And we have two filters applied. So we're only seeing Jason and the production code's greater than 305. And down here, you can see that it'll show you the two filters you have applied. So we have employee is equal to Jason and production code is greater than 305.
Okay. So let's look at a filter, a specific production code rather than a greater than. Let's change that to well, yeah, let's go back to filters. So let's change employee to Lindsay. Lindsay.
Okay.
And,
yeah, I would have spelled that wrong.
And let's put the production code 301.
Okay.
And so that
now we'll press
301.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't, I guess that doesn't matter, huh?
No, there's a variety of filters here, so any of these can be used. I'm using contains because I noticed the way we're displaying it, we have the production code and the description next to each other. So for that situation, you'll want to say contains, and you're looking for the code that contains the 301.
Okay. Okay. Let's add another one for. Is there a date, a time frame option for the filter?
I don't know if we have that, but we'll try. I believe the start time is recorded in there, so.
Oh, there you go.
And what date would you like to select?
Let's look at yesterday.
How do you switch months with this date control?
Well, that's okay, because yesterday was the first.
Oh, okay. Okay, the little arrows are right here. I wasn't seeing them. Okay.
No,
so
go ahead. August 31st.
Okay.
So you could do a start to stop. Oh, so there you do a greater than.
Mm-hmm. You could also use a between. So
there you
between. If you wanted to look at a date range.
Yeah, because that is exactly what we want to do. We want to look at 1 week periods. We do a weekly team meeting, and Gary and I look at the whole team, and we also want to be able to look at one individual for a week or for a month period. And then, okay, so let's take a look at that. Let's go ahead and
okay. And one of the other things I want to mention is on the left here, if you want to turn off a filter, so if you want to have different filters saved and not have to re-enter them in, you can just click them on and off using the Use button here. So you don't have to constantly delete and re-add filters.
Great.
Okay, so we'll just click on Report View. Okay, and we have the 31st here, and we have the 1st here as well. All the 301 codes. and all the work order numbers. And again, on this screen, you can add the sorting. So if you want to sort by work order number, you can just click on the columns at the top here.
Get an efficiency.
Right. So now, where do we get the actual efficiency?
I believe that's on the far right here, the 202, the 307. I don't know if that's the showing the right number there, though. We might need to check this report because those look a little high.
Are those percents of efficiency?
I think that's supposed to be percents, yes.
There. Okay.
But they do look a little high, so I'm not entirely sure.
Well, here, let me take a look at this one. So 5 minutes, he did 96 pieces in 5 minutes. So that could be, maybe that's an error there or something, but you know that would be correct. It has to be 307%.
Yeah.
He did pieces in 5 minutes. So as long as our formulas are, you know, of what we put in for the efficiency standards, then calculation's correct.
So where will we see the formula that's calculating that?
Well, I know where that is. That's because when we add a new item, you guys went over with me of where to put in for the standard. I mean, if you want to go ahead and show us again, that's fine. But do I? Okay, go ahead.
That would be under the efficiency codes. You can specify the efficiency codes for each production, for each different production code, and for each different item. So that under efficiency codes is where you can modify that. So here, when you add a new item, you can just click the Add New button at the top right, and from here you can add a new efficiency code for each item. You just select the item ID, and I'm not going to save this just because I don't want to mess with anything. But you can just come through here, select the code, and specify the number of units.
So if we need to change a standard, that's where we could do it.
So how's that calculating based on, if we said 2,400 units, is that just calculating 320 based on 2,400?
I can show you the calculation, actually. Let me jump over there.
Because the way we generally do it in Excel is we cause them to earn hours. Earn hours are a better calculation of an efficiency because of...
that's right in there. Hang on one moment. Let me minimize that.
Because if we're doing, example being, if we have an operation out there where we're doing 6,000 pieces and we're doing 500% of that, that costs us a lot less than an operation that we're going to do 800 pieces on. So I always did my efficiencies based on earned hours. So they have to earn some said time, and then it's divided so that the efficiencies, they don't look at something that's cheaper as opposed to something that's better.
You know what we mean.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up the calculation there so I can show that to you guys. It's essentially just it essentially just takes the number. It assumes that the number produced there is the amount for an 8-hour day. So essentially the number you enter in gets divided by 8 and then multiplied by the number of minutes they worked on. So essentially it will show when it saves it in there, it will save the percentage calculation in there. It's calculated right when they enter in the information in mobile.
It does show the efficiency of that time period, but what you're saying, Gary, you can't get an earned hour out of that, right? So what do you do to get your earned hour then?
I have to go back and review the formulas. I don't have it just in my head. I have them, I come up with a percentage of time and then multiply it times what they did to come up with an earned hour. So example being, if they should have done 2,400 in a day, they should have, if they did 1,600, they earned some said hours. Their efficiency might be 50%, I don't know, I'm just picking numbers here randomly. So they may have worked 8, but they only actually earned 4 hours. So the earned hours are what give me my total efficiency so that I know, like I say, something that if we can do 100,000 in a day, it costs us a whole lot less than if we do 2 in a day. So if you're doing very good at the 100,000, it's a deceiving number because you could be at 300%, but you really stink at the thing that costs a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is I convert everything into an earned hour and then come up with an overall efficiency based on the earned hours.
Okay.
I'd actually have to look at the formula.
Yeah, if you can let us know. I mean, we store all the information for that time period. So if you need, to display earned hours as a total, we can make an aggregate report that will show you that information. I just need to know the, the formula to use there.
Good, yeah, I should be able to.
You guys still have that same spreadsheet, that we use here, that Excel sheet. That has all the...
Yeah, I'd have to dig it up, but yes, I believe we still have that.
If you didn't have it, we could send it to you, but it's easy for you to then see the formula. Just select the cell, and the formula will pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Gary, this morning, I brought Seth in from the T-shirt department. And I said, Seth, it's time I have you start to fill out the SIS software, use the SIS software. Well, the problem is we only have bottle printing operations in there. So you and I then need to add all the T-shirt, all the 400 operations in there. So we can do that, but it'll take some entry to do that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that you went over with me, I think, last time, Zach and Ben, was how to add those items and the efficiency. So I have the notes on all that. We have the GoToMeeting YouTube link from the last meeting to go over all that again. So we're good on that.
Okay.
We're going to mix T-shirts with bottles, so we're going to go just overall efficiency, we currently have bottles separate from T-shirts.
Well, you can do that with your filters, right? You can get your separate. You can separate them with your filters.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you could filter it to only 400 codes, or something of that nature.
What was that?
You could filter it to the production codes. So if you use different production codes for the T-shirts, you could do that. Alternatively, you could filter it by the product.
Yep, that sounds good. Okay, so we get the filters then. I guess the only thing is, Zach, if you could just maybe take a look at that Excel sheet. If you need us to resend it to you, we can definitely do that. If it's easier to have us just, it's at our fingertips, we can resend it to you so you don't have to go digging for it. And then if you need anything else from us, but that just, I think, would be the easiest for you to just click around in there a little bit and look at those cells to see what formulas we're using.
Okay.
To get what we're getting out of it.
Will do. I'll take a look at that then and see what I can dig up.
He knows, he's real good with computers.
Yeah.
He knows what those formulas mean.
Okay. And you have it, but I mean, like, you have it all, like, sectioned off where you can see these are the ones that we use, right?
Yeah.
The report.
You can see what refers to what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be able to find it. That's where I pulled the calculation I'm using for the efficiency percentage is pretty much pulled out of the spreadsheet already. So.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, if the efficiency is right, but just not necessarily, like you said, the earned hour.
Mm-hmm.
And that is important because, yeah, someone can be very efficient, but not for a small part of the day or something that doesn't make as much money as something that they're being less efficient at.
And it skews
it skews the efficiency average where we need to see how many hours did they earn that day. Okay.
Understood.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for going through this again with us. It's great to be able to see those filters. Yeah, I wasn't getting how to set those filters up.
I knew he did.
No problem. It's one of those things that we normally have to go over the filters and some of that more detailed reporting with most clients, so it's no problem.
Okay. All right, well, have a good holiday weekend.
Thanks, guys.
You too.
I just got back on. I'll post it to YouTube.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye.
Yep, bye.
Bye.